Professor Gloria.
I know, I can't believe.
We're just talking about how you started with the boot camp, right? The women's only boot camp
Yes, it was Ida.
with Ida, Edith's
With
sister.
Ida, yeah. Yeah, I used to do her classes.
And then they had like a ranking shirts, and
They
you had like
did.
a quadruple,
Yeah.
black, gold, whatever the ranking was.
I think it was after your third black. The fourth one was if you met all your goals, then you get the black and gold. It was between me and somebody else, and I was the first one. Yeah.
And how did you cross over into jiu-jitsu?
Well, then Erica started teaching boot camp, and I'm like, okay, I already met all my goals. What's next? And I think I needed a new challenge in my life. So, and when she approached me, I kept saying no until I say yes.
And then at first I see her doing jiu-jitsu, and then the next thing I know, I see her doing judo, like getting thrown. It's a bunch of dudes and Gloria, the with Sensei Ron.
That's another experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I show up for the judo class, I think
We'll start. We'll keep with the jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, going on
that's
tangents.
okay. Well, for me, jiu-jitsu actually changed my life. Sometimes you go through life in different ways. So for me, it was more like a therapy, I would say. It did help me a lot. And I guess sometimes when you work with your husband for so many years, you tend to crush, go bump into each other all the time. So I think I was angry all the time, so that helped me to keep my anger a little bit down. So, yeah.
The jiu-jitsu.
Yes, I loved it. And I don't know, I just started it, and it was something that became part of my life. Never thought that, I'll be a black belt. I just wanted to do it because I enjoyed it. That was something that I love doing, not something that I was pushed to. Sometimes in life, your parents or you just fall into something, and this is not something I fell into. It's something I fell in love with it. So there's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was just talking with Kevin just about this certain book, just being, and there's it's called Tribe, Sebastian Junger, and he talks about, what we need to be happy, and it's like being yourself, like authentic,
Yes.
be your authentic self. And, I meet you, or somebody meets you, you wouldn't think that you'd be a jiu-jitsu black belt or judo, competitor and, jiu-jitsu competitor. You would never think that, I just off the look, but when we see you on the mat, when we see you training, it seems like your personality, who you are comes out, and it's really beautiful to see. And it goes to show, it's never too late to start, for anybody.
I thought it was for me, but I guess it's not. I started at 44
is when you started?
Yeah. I started boot camp at 42, I think. 42, 41, and then transitioned to that. And my body was aching anyway, so I didn't care anymore. Yeah, so I don't know, it just becomes part of your life. And if you fall in love with it, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How does your body feel now? And people look so different when before jiu-jitsu and after jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
after
yes.
jiu-jitsu.
A lot of people, they say they have body aches, their arms and all that. I'm like, I did get a couple of injuries, but that was my own fault. And even then, I just show up. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, it was like taking time off was not something I did. It was more something that I kept doing, even if I have to not roll, just do the technique and just show up.
Show up, yeah.
Yeah, show up and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive, really impressive.
thank you.
Your discipline and your consistency, and I mean, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You, even in the boot camp, you really did all the steps. You know, like being the had just those that thing, and then just seeing you transition into martial arts and jiu-jitsu, and having the same mindset, and then going into judo and doing the same mindset, and
Yeah,
you know, it's really amazing to see. You know,
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, I think if you love it, you just do it. It's not so much about the belt anymore or
Yeah.
the test or it's just or competition. It's just do it. You know, do it for yourself. Do it for our kids to see that that even though our age still can do something
Mm-hmm.
with our lives. So tomorrow when they have kids and they shouldn't stop.
Yeah.
They should keep going.
yeah,
So it's more like an example at the same time.
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. What did your family think about you getting into jiu-jitsu and then competing and just the whole lifestyle that you're doing now?
Believe it or
Opening
not,
up Legacy, West Valley, then Northridge.
yeah. Believe it or not, my husband really doesn't know what I do. It's so funny. I always told him I'm doing jiu-jitsu. He never understood or anything like that. But my daughter, Catherine,
Right.
She trained here, so she seen me on the mat, and she always told me that she was proud of me and keep doing what I love and do not give up. So, and my stepdaughter Tanya, she told me, just keep doing it. She goes, don't give up. That's something you found something you enjoy, you love, so just keep going. And I'm very attached to both of them. So I mean, they keep pushing me to do what whatever it is my heart wants. So and this is what I want, and I think it's just a beginning for me.
Yeah. Makes you happy.
Yes. Yes.
What kept you going? How many years? What kept you going all these years in training and showing up, and what were some of the things?
What kept me going is you never stop learning. As a white belt, I turned to blue belt. I thought that I didn't know enough to be a blue belt. Then I became a purple belt, and you don't think you know enough to be a purple belt. Then you become a brown belt. Every step. Even until now, I think there is always learning. There is always something out there that, for me, is not only just learning one technique or like one way. There is different ways. And the thing with your gym is you have so many professors. There is so many ways that you can learn a technique, and you find the one that works for you. So for me, it's like there is always something to learn. There is no stop to it. And I think even as a black belt, you're still learning from the more experience. So I think that's what is keeping me going.
Just the learning. It's always,
Always be open to every, different ways and different techniques, and
always something new, right? The
always
newness,
something new.
Same for me. I'm always learning.
Yeah.
I'm always learning.
It's like life. You're always learning. Sometimes from our kids, which we don't understand how, but we do.
For sure.
So I think jiu-jitsu for me is the same thing. Like you're always learning, and that's what's keeping me going.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and the passion. Yeah.
And you never did any martial arts or anything, or
No,
did you play any sports when you were younger?
Only in high school, I played basketball. We used to go out and compete with other towns or state. You can compete if you win in your state, then you go and compete. So they compete with several, cities and all that. So I was
Where are you from originally?
Zacatecas. Yeah, Zacatecas, that's the state, and the town is called Juchipila.
Juchipila.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, small town.
And you played basketball. You
I
guys.
played basketball, yes, junior high and high school. So I was a
tomboy.
tomboy. Yeah.
And how did you end up coming to the U.S.?
Ooh. How did I end up coming? I think I had dreams to be, sometimes you live you see that you're missing so much. I grew up with a big family, 7 brothers, 2 sisters.
Wow.
So it's like you miss like I can't say we didn't have food on the table. We did, but we didn't have. I didn't have shoes. I couldn't buy shoes if I wanted to. So I think a better life. So I literally ran the border with. So and came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You came with some family, or who did you come with? Yourself?
With the coyote.
With the wow.
Yeah, it was 2 girls and I think it was nine guys. Like literally,
Wow.
like you run, you go up the hill, and you see those movies where like literally like
Yeah.
And now I look back, and then that was one of me. I mean, that was me. That was
Yeah.
me back then, and I wasn't scared or anything like that. So it was, how did I do it? I don't know. Yes, I
You wanted a
guess.
better life.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is. I wanted a better life.
How old are you when you came over?
18.
Wow.
I was 18. Yeah, I just turned 18. And yeah, I left.
Wow.
Yeah, and I left and I seen my family for 10 years.
How was it when you first came to get establishing yourself and getting going? And
Well,
So-
it was hard. It was hard in the beginning, of course. I did have family that I didn't know. I have never met. I do have a few cousins, but one of them was very welcoming to me, so I'm always grateful to her. But it was very hard because, you grew up with this big family and all of a sudden you're alone. So, yeah, it was pretty hard. But I wasn't going to give up. Yeah.
wow. Yeah. It's many years ago, many moons ago.
Many months ago. Yeah. Exactly.
Only the coming over the border.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Literally. I run the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I started to talk to you a lot more when after Felina, when she had you organized the going away party
Yes.
for her after she got her
Yes.
black belt.
Oh my God, Felina. I love Felina. She was a great mentor to me, to be honest with you. Before she left, she literally took me under her wing. And in the evenings, every evenings, we were roll, and she was my partner, my drilling partner, and all that. And she'll guide me. And she will teach me so many things that I'm so grateful to her. And the way she embraced me, it's priceless to me, to be honest with you. I still keep in touch with her. And in the beginning, when I used to roll with her, we used to roll 5 minutes, and she would give me like 20 times. She'll choke me, she'll armbar me, and all that. I'm like, if I get one at a time, then I'll survive. Then I'll feel happy. There was a day that she didn't tap me that day. Of course, she was on top of me, but like, hey, I was so happy. I didn't get tapped. But other than that, she took me under her wing, and I'm so very grateful to her.
Especially
Yes.
at the beginning stages, right? Like
Oh yes.
making
Yes.
sure, like, oh, I can do this, giving you an example.
Oh yeah, she did teach me a lot, and not only as a friend and not only as a partner, rolling partner, how she used to embrace all the girls, make sure bring out the best of all of us. When I used to take a women's class, and during the week when we used to roll together, it just the first thing she'll say, she's like, Gloria, you're my partner. I'm like, yeah. I used to be so happy. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's awesome. Yeah, I remember talking to you at your house too about just your the Armenian connection, and you started to tell me all the
Oh,
going to
yes.
Armenia. And,
I love Armenia.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, now you have a gym in Armenia.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wanted to go the last time I went. Actually, we were like, 2 miles away. And yeah, that's.
Legacy at Avon and Legacy at
Yes.
Armenia. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see Andre?
Yes.
You did?
I went. Yeah. Well, he told me when I met him here at the mat. He told me, he goes, when you go to Armenia, you better come visit me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was nice. It was really nice. Yeah. At this, close to the center.
Mm-hmm. City center. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a country that I love. I mean, to me, it's like home. Even though I'm Mexican, I still feel like Armenia is my home.
They call the Latin and Armenian, in a way, it's like similar, right? Like a
It's-
family.
Yes,
and
I'm
family.
very family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've been there, right? It's so family oriented, and if you go into a taxi, they cook for you. I don't know if you ever it happened to you. Like there was one time where
In Armenia?
in Armenia,
Oh, yeah.
we asked them.
Taxi driver.
Yeah, we asked them if they can have a day with us. We paid them for the day
Oh,
to
okay.
take us to Savannah Lake. And they're like, okay, get this meat. He actually gave us instructions.
Savannah Lake, yeah.
Yeah, to what to get, what kind of meats to get, and they were going to cook for us. Actually, the
Okay.
taxi drivers cooked for us.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I mean, so welcoming and all that. And in our way back, then they're like, I have a apricot tree. And then they give us a bag full of apricots. So to me, it's like, you never see that.
Yeah.
I've never been in any country that they do that. So to me, it's like, you become attached and, to people, and so welcoming, so, nice to you.
Yeah. I remember you telling me some kids kind of like helped kind of just over the years and saw them grow up and right?
Yeah.
Supported and.
Yeah, we had a family. My husband, well, he did the medical school over there. So when we went to Armenia, we met this family.
What school?
Medical school.
Medical school, right?
Yeah, in Armenia. So we met this family from his friend, and then we just clicked. And then their dream was to become doctors, and they didn't have any money to go to medical school. So my husband, back in the days, they used to pay him for him to go to medical school. So instead of him paying, they used to pay him. So he always told me that he wanted to give back. And I told him that the way to give back is to support them to go through medical school, and you're giving 2 doctors to your country. And we did.
That's awesome.
And until now, every time we go, they greet us. They go to the airport. They're amazing. Both of them are surgeons. They've been surgeons already for, I think, over 5 years, 6 years. So,
Wow.
yeah, they're families. They're always, when we go, they put everything on the table for you and all that. And we just did it because, you want to give something to someone who's in need and who's really has ambitions, and want to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that, right?
Yeah.
For them to go after it and to not waste the opportunity away, right?
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you help people and they don't value it, and
they don't take the opportunity and not grateful, So yeah, I think that was a good thing. Yeah, they were surgeons now, so
That's amazing.
yes,
It's amazing. Awesome.
yeah,
Paying it forward, right?
yes, yes, and it's not like you expect anything back. You just our reward, I will say, is just seeing them, a good human beings, always helping, and so that's the reward that we get
Yeah, it's awesome. You've been there many times?
many times,
How many times? Around?
between 8 to 10.
Okay.
10 times, yeah. In the beginning, when I went the first time, I think it was 2001. And after that, we went a couple of years every year. Then we went every 2 years. So, except, when COVID happened. But, yeah, we went almost every year. And I have 2 goddaughters there, 3, all girls, same family. So, one of them is studying also to be a doctor. And the other one, I don't know what she's doing, but they're smart and sweet. So
Good people.
yes, good people.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's surprised how I'm attached to the people of Armenia and the country. There is no way to explain it. It just, happens.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're like you getting involved with legacy and talking about paying it forward. What made you want to open up a school?
What made me want to open a school? Well, as you know, my husband was getting older, and then I ran his practice for so many years.
Do you mind sharing with me, or sharing just the story of just how you got involved business wise and with your husband, and just the whole thing, because it's very interesting and kind of tells your character, who you are, if you don't mind.
Okay. Do you want the real story?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, you can leave some parts out. You can leave some parts out.
I know. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not,
Just be real. Yeah.
I like to be real. I don't like to be fake.
Yeah.
Literally, I started working for him when I came. I came in January 1990, and then he hired me to actually take care of his mom. I used to take care of his mom and his kids. I was his kids' babysitter and all that. And somehow he got separated, and we got together. And he was having a lot of problems in his office. And he actually told me that he needed me, and he needed me to go to work. And I told him I wasn't ready because my English was not good. I was taking classes. I was doing some classes to learn. And so he took me. I was barely learning and all that. So he literally fired almost every single person there. He only kept 2. And I had to learn front office, I had to learn back office, and I had to learn billing. And
yay billing.
and
medical billing, right?
Medical billing. Oh my God! And to me, it was
not that I'm a doctor or anything, but I've just heard stories. Yeah.
Yes, and to me, it was like Chinese. It's like something new. Not only am I do not know the language, do not know anything in regards to a medical office. So I told him that I'll do my best. I said, don't expect too much from me. I'm just going to do my best and show up. I'm a hard worker. I do not quit. So that's how it started. And then I learned how to do front office. I learned how to give vaccines. I learned how to do x-rays. I learned how to do EKGs. I learned how to...
what was the situation at your people they were losing money? It was like a lot of stuff was upside down. People were stealing money. There was a bunch of things going on, right? As well.
Well, it happened, and it happened that when I met him, that for some reason he owed money to the government. He didn't realize it, and then that's when he closed the office, and the work wasn't getting done. Like, if you don't do the billing, you don't get paid.
Right.
So there was no money coming. So there is no money coming. There's no money to pay.
Right.
So So that's why he fired everybody, and then that's when I
Rebuilt
bumped
it.
in and rebuilt it from
Scratch, pretty much.
scratch and pay every money that you owe and all that. So I was used to being surviving a small amount of money, so I taught him how to survive with a small amount of money.
And also the mindset, I'm sure.
Yes. So I will work from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 p.m. for almost a year until we got on our feet.
There's you know that comedian Andrew Schultz?
No.
Okay, he has his podcast too, and he has a skit on the pyramids. You know, the history of the pyramids. And they're like, man, in the pyramids in Mexico, nobody questions who built those pyramids because Mexicans are such hard workers.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because you're like, right there, like they come here, they work their butts off, you know, and like nobody questions because it's in Mexico. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't give up. I would go home and cook for the next day. So, you know, I mean, I'll sleep at 12 and then wake up early, you know, take his kids to school and go to work. Yeah.
And got through it and got to the
through
other
it.
side.
Yes, and got through it and all that. And yeah, he didn't know. He used to tell me, I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm like, you just believe on us and we're going to do it. And we did.
One foot in front of the other.
Yes.
How many years ago was that?
Ooh, that was 1991.
Wow.
So yeah. That was
Over
many
40
years ago.
ago.
Yeah. Many years ago.
30 years ago, right? Wait.
Yeah, about over 30 years.
Over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Both you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
The family.
Yeah. And then, yeah. We did it.
It's awesome. And how, you know, going back to, as I had asked you about legacy, you know, what made you want to, you know, open up a school, and then why legacy? Why did you want to open up a legacy school? What does it mean to you?
To me, is like, well, before I didn't understand some words in English, but like legacy is like your legacy, right? So when I noticed that there is, as you know, I was teaching with Professor Andrea in Pasadena, and we're teaching the women's class and all that. So about 2 years ago, I already had in mind for my husband to retire. And then I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm not the kind of person to like stay home and go shopping and all that. So I think of myself very, I think of myself kind of like simple. I don't care for brands. I don't care for, you know, for anything like that. I'm more of a like, what can I do? And when I got my brown belt, it started clicking, you know, like, what am I going to do? Because I'm preparing for him to retire, but I'm not ready to retire. So when I saw Professor Anthony, you know, Glendale, and then I see Pasadena and all that, and then I have gone to West Adams, and I'm like, oh my God, they're all come from you, you know, and they're all like, you know, great professors and all that. So to me I'm like, that could be me, my dream, you know, come from, I mean, I have not trained with any gym at all except yours. So I'm like, why not? So I'm like, let me see if he says yeah. And the reason I chose Professor Erica is because, I mean, we have a connection from back then, from boot camp, and pushing me to do it, and watching her compete, watching her to go out there and put herself, you know, in this vulnerable, you know, space where you can just prove yourself. I'm like hardworking. I see myself in her, but as a younger version. So I say that's why she came into my head, you know, and then I think that's one of the reasons I chose legacy, because I believe that we are your legacy, because we learn from you. I mean, being part of legacy, it's more like home to me. You know, I not once did I felt like rejected by anybody, and I always felt embraced. So I think passing on that, I think that's a good thing, and I think that's
We have a good balance of respect and giving each other, making fun of each other at the same time.
yes, yeah. So
Keeping it real, right?
yes, yes. To me, it's more like giving to a community. I know it's work and everything, but it's like giving something that you learn, and during your years of training, um, and all those people that embrace you, to embrace somebody and show them that they're capable of doing it. So, and why not? If we can pass on, what was given to us, a little bit when.
Yeah, yeah. You say my legs, but it's like our in a way, it's like our kind of this spirit, the spirit of community, the spirit of belonging, the spirit of helping our students, and everybody, do their best, right?
Yes, that's the most important thing.
Reach for the reach for the stars. Really go for live their best life, right?
Yes. So I know it's a living, for us because we all have to do a living, but it's
Would you
also
say living?
yeah, living like it's for us, like we have to work and live,
Make a living, yeah.
make a living out of it. But it's not so much about that. It's more like the passion. Like I see you, the passion you have. I see you going in, when you give your classes and all this. Even though you're on the school, you still do it with passion. So, and then I think for me is I feel the same way, as going and, having a school and doing it with passion, because when you do it for the money, in the long run, it falls apart. In my opinion, but if you do it with something that you love, something that you're giving your heart to, I think it will always be there.
For sure.
So I think you play a big part of that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the essence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking about your husband's practice and what was your mindset with, like, your the I guess the patients you would call them, right? The patients, and what was your kind of overall feeling when you were taking care of the patients in the practice? Because you have to do a lot of things that people don't see, right?
Yeah. Oh, you do a lot more. As we transitioned there, we got busy and money was okay and hiring people. So my focus was more on the billing side, where make sure he gets money.
Yeah, important, right?
The important.
That helps.
So yeah, and there was always big changes because we have to have contract with literally the government, the state. We have to have contract with the LA County Department of Health Services, and there is other programs for vaccine for children, and contracts. We have to have contracts for everything, IPAs and everything. So to me, in the beginning it was kind of like Chinese, but I learned it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and then you become overwhelmed that all these regulations that they come, it doesn't make sense, doesn't apply to the patient's well-being. It applies more to paperwork, and you get tired
Bunch of busy work, yeah.
Yeah, you get tired of the paperwork to the point that, it's not about the paper anymore. It's not about the patients, it's about the paper. As long as it looks good on paper, they don't care if the patient is, well or happy or anything. So I think, and then as my husband got older, I had to do everything. And not only do I have to pay the bills, and then I have to run the office, I have to do hiring, firing, and deal with anything had to do with the office, so except seeing patients. So it became overwhelming. So I'm like, I need to go.
Thank God for jiu-jitsu.
Thank God for jiu-jitsu. Yeah, that helped me those years until I was ready to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a lot. I think it's a lot unless you're in that business and see how overwhelming it is, and it's yes, time to teach what you love.
Yeah. What are some of the benefits you've seen people get? You talk about yourself a little bit of what jiu-jitsu has done for you and training in the martial arts.
It changed me in many ways, I will say. One, if you have anxiety, I will
Anxiety.
say it helps you with anxiety. If you have depression, I think it does help you with depression, especially if you love it. Not if they push you. I would say if you love something like that, I think it will help you. And I would recommend that to every single person who is going through. Yes, try it out. If it's for you, you'll keep doing it. If it's not, then you stop. But at least you can say you tried it.
That's a good point.
And in other ways, without you even knowing, like your thinking, it becomes more sharp, I would say.
Your mind becomes sharper.
Yes, because I mean, when you're rolling, it's like you have to think ahead as you're rolling. Like, if I don't get this submission, what can I do afterwards? What can I do afterwards? So it's like a connection. So in life, it's the same thing. Is you start thinking faster. It did help me multitask, I would say.
Keep your mind sharp.
Yes, definitely.
You felt it.
I
your mind getting stronger.
felt it. I felt it on me in different levels, and so I can only say positive things for that. Yeah.
How about kids? How about your daughter and training Muay Thai? Did she do anything before that?
No.
Martial arts or anything?
She did do
Boot camp as
cheerleader.
well. Cheerleading, okay.
She did boot camp for a short period of
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
She was not as focused as I was, but she did do cheerleading for like 6 years. And she did dancing. And now she's fighting.
Yeah, she did her Muay Thai.
Yeah, she does.
Her debut?
Huh?
No, was that her debut? Her Muay Thai debut?
I don't know. I don't remember it was
Her
debut.
first
but
fight?
No, I don't remember that one. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but
didn't watch the first one.
I saw the social media posts. I saw
I didn't watch the first one or the second one
Oh,
because
okay.
I was.
So she's done a couple then.
Yes, this are on the 22nd, 23rd of November. She did her third one.
Third one.
Yeah, she won all three so far.
Okay.
So and she's doing another one, February 1st. She loves it. She wants to get a belt. So I think for her, after finishing high school and all that, I think that's something she fell in love with. And she did try jiu-jitsu. She did try women's class, but she said it was not for her. Muay Thai is her thing, so which is okay.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
So she's had 3 fights already. I didn't realize
3 fights.
that. Mm-hmm.
She won all 3
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
awesome.
And going for her 4th one, February 1st.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Looking for that belt.
Yes, she wants to.
Going after the belt.
Get a belt. Yes. It's hard to watch her.
Have you watched any fights?
Yeah, the last one.
The last one, okay.
Yeah, everybody kept telling me to go and when they walk in, I could not. At the first one, I was like trying to bite my nails off, but yeah. I watched all her fights. This held 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Yeah.
I wouldn't have my mom go if it was gonna be like a hard fight. If I knew it was gonna be it's gonna be a hard fight, I wouldn't invite her. I wouldn't do that to her house.
Oh no, yeah, we're there are babies. Yeah.
So, but if I knew okay, it's it probably was gonna be okay,
Yeah.
And then, but MMA is different, right? Because you can do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So, but Muay Thai, it's there's no.
Yeah.
It's there's no jiu-jitsu.
There's no jiu-jitsu there.
Punching, kicking,
punching
kneeing, and
yes.
elbowing, yeah.
Yes. I think that she does do knees and elbows, but she was not allowed to do elbows on this one. But I think as she goes more experience, she's looking forward to do elbows.
For pro and stuff,
yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
It's she got the Armenian and Mexican
combination.
Combination. So
Yeah.
she's hot-blooded.
She is spicy like her mom. Like she always says she's spicy like me. So
There you go. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Was it what tournament was it? Was it before the Master Worlds or something? There was like no, it was before. There was a Masters, International Masters that you and Andrea competed at.
oh yeah, we
And
did.
she was there. She was there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my God, yeah, we did, and she was there watching her mom. She's like, oh my God, she couldn't believe that, because your mindset changes, and I think both of our mindset changes because when I started going in the ring, I think her like focus. So to me it was the same thing. So she goes, now I understand. So, but she loved it. She loved watching me. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What an experience to see your mom go and compete, right?
compete at that age.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I was, what, 51? 51, 52. I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you been watching UFCs for a long time?
No, I started watching it after I started doing
Started
jiu-jitsu.
doing jiu-jitsu, okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything like, my daughter used to explain it to me, and I didn't understand it.
No, it's just interesting because it's evolved so much with women in the sports and
Yeah.
in MMA. And I think this translated to everything, into jiu-jitsu and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything.
judo,
Judo,
boxing,
wrestling,
yeah.
everything. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And what an example that you are for it's never too late, and I'm too old, I'm too this. You get old when you don't do it, right?
Oh yeah, no, I some guys, they come like as re-rolling, they're like that I know for a while. I'm like, how come you quit judo? It's like, oh, my body can handle it. I'm like, oh, if my body can handle it, your body can handle it. It's a matter of knowing how to fall, knowing how to actually do the right technique, because and jiu-jitsu, you go on the floor, then you just keep rolling and moving, and judo, you take down and you're done.
Yeah.
That's a completely different sport, but I think I hated it in the beginning, but like now it's like I can fly, and Drew can grab me and throw me, and I know I'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you a story. I did not realize how good of a, I would say both of them. I said jiu-jitsu and judo, but in judo they teach you how to fall regardless. As they throw you and all that, you learn how to land. I don't land on my back. I guess my body automatically goes to the side, and I was break fall, either right or left. When my husband retired, I went to the storage and I was putting the stuff away. I literally fell from high, and I did not hurt myself. My body turned, landed on my side, got up, and nothing.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, I'm like, sometimes you do things in life and you don't realize how it helped you until it happens to you. Literally, I fell, and then it's like automatically went and I did a break fall, and without even thinking about it. And then like, wow, I actually, if I fell right back, I would have hurt myself, ended up in the hospital, but I did not. So
Nothing
it's
happened.
like I was amazed, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't give this up.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's very important to do the technique right, because if you do it right, then one day might save your life, whether in the street, whether at home or something. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's it. Tell me about Legacy West Valley. Sorry, Legacy West Valley. Tell me about Legacy West Valley.
Well, we started looking for places last year. The beginning of this year. Like, it was hard. In the beginning, it's hard. Getting a lease and all that is hard. We went so many places, and didn't seem right. And the location that we have now, actually, there was a different one that they had. It was like open for lease, but there was so many walls that we didn't want to get that one, because there was so much to do, and we hold out on that one. And then he actually approached us a few weeks later, and saying that where it used to be a mattress, and that was available to see. So we went. Eric and I saw it, and we loved it, and
Because you guys are supposed to go to Reseda, right? You were
yeah,
supposed
we
to go
were
to
looking in
Reseda.
Reseda, different
And
places.
you had a place there, and then it didn't.
It didn't work because there was so many poles, And
But the landlord too wasn't getting back to you guys, right?
no, it wasn't. Every time we asked questions, it took her like 3-4 weeks to get back to us. I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. And if we needed to do any work done inside, we have to always double check with them, which I understand. But the thing is, like, if they're gonna get back to us, I mean, a couple of weeks later, then we're not gonna move ahead. So this one, they actually, as soon as we say, okay, we started negotiated. I mean, they get back to us like in a day
Right
later,
away.
right away. So we like that. So once they gave us the keys, before even then, we started looking for like somebody to do the work and all that. We had all the information ready. We just go and measure and everything. So we did, and we got it the end of August, and then took us about less than 2 months to
get it going.
To get it going. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it has been a blessing, I will say, for us, and we love it. We love it, and we wanted to create a community where it's welcome, and for parents, for kids, to come and feel at home, like I feel when I come here to Burbank.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that's one of our biggest achievement that I actually wanted to do, and I enjoy, and I know the drive is about 25 miles, but to me it's worth it. So
It's awesome.
yes,
Congratulations
thank you, and
on everything, on
thank
all
you.
your journeys, different journeys.
Different journeys. I mean, medical school to jiu-jitsu is, I know it's completely different, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep thinking just how tough. I remember just you doing judo. I'm like, Gloria, I'm like gotta be careful, And you just always have a big smile, like you just smile, like, yeah, I'm good, Getting thrown, it was in the early judo classes. It was harder, right? It was like,
Oh my God, with Professor Ron, it was harder.
Yeah, it was hard falls. It was like only you and Drew. It's funny, right? Only you and Drew could take it. Could survive. The training.
And then, Drew being so big and throwing me like a rock. I mean, like a little, I don't know.
Like a little doll.
Yeah, something. And I think that made me tougher. I will think that way. Yeah. Because now I love Professor Dan, and Sensei Ron and Sensei Rafi, it's great breaking the techniques, but like when we learned it like
for real.
For real.
Time,
like tough, I had to carry the guy down the mat and back, and carry my back on my arms, and do things that I never thought I can do. But I think it made me tougher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why many people quit. But like in the long run, if you keep it up, I think you'll realize that how much your body is capable of. Yeah.
You were saying made me tougher. I was like, you were already tough, and then it made you more tough.
Yes.
Where do you think your toughness comes from?
I think life, because sometimes in life, like as you grow up, like for me, it was a little bit kind of rough. So I think for me it was like, I'm not giving up. I grew up with 7 brothers, so they were always bullying me. So I think it's like
7 brothers,
yeah.
okay.
So, and I think that makes me like,
resilient,
yeah,
tough,
yeah. So I think that's, and I don't quit. So I think that's another thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank
Gloria,
you.
on everything.
Thank you, Professor.
I love you. We love you.
I know. I love you too.
And it's been amazing to see your success in every single thing that you put your mind to. Just I've seen on the mat here, And I know you're gonna lead by example.
Thank you.
for forevermore. You know, after this. So
Yes, yes.
how can people find you or like?
Well, I have an Instagram, you know, and my legacy was Valley, as you know. So, the only thing in my Instagram is Gloria Aguilera instead of Kevorkian. I didn't set it up because back then I didn't know how to set it up. Somebody else set it up for me. But yeah.
Awesome. And you guys are located where?
9054 Tampa on Northridge. So
In Northridge,
yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Well, congratulations.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome
Awesome.
to come visit.
Yeah, looking
train.
forward to the grand opening, the
Yes.
official grand opening date.
Yeah, you missed the soft opening.
Right.
Soft opening, I thought was soft opening, but it was not soft opening.
Right, you had a lot of people there.
We
Yeah,
had over 100 people, 150. I don't know.
yeah.
But looking forward to our grand opening, and we have almost everything. I think we have everything set up now. Like back then, we didn't have no this, we didn't have nothing. You know, like just the mats. But now you'll see a big change.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's keep
Thank
it
you
up.
for having me, and I'm always grateful to you for having this gym, and I'm so glad that I walked into those doors and I did not leave. I'm still here. I'm still training. So thank you for that. And I'm very grateful to your family, your wife. You have such a wonderful wife. You know, beautiful heart. When I see her out there dancing and all that, she's so warm and grateful. I mean, like, the way she dances with everybody and all that. And I think you have a wonderful partner and beautiful kids. So
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you. Thank you.